That was sick. Run it back. Yo, hit him with the Dante? Jackpot. All right, Resident Evil Showcase wrapped up earlier today. I'm finally getting around to checking this out, and I noticed it was 12 minutes and 55 seconds, so normally I would watch something through once all the way and then not pause, and then watch it a second time and pause and catch things. But given the length of this video, I'm going to kind of pause it along the way. Hopefully this recording of mine isn't too long, but let's jump into it. I know we're not getting a demo, but let's see if we get some gameplay and story stuff. Here we go. I'm excited. All right.
In this showcase, we'll go over the latest information on Resident Evil Requiem, which will release next month on February 27. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay.
So Leon is back. They lied.
はい、出ないとは言ってないですね。いや、言ってないです。まあ実際あの時も話しましたけど、レオンでもうバチバチのホラーのステージをテストしてみたんですけど、やっぱりこんなレオンあんま見たくなくないっていう意見が大半だったっていうのは事実としてありますね。
This makes me think, because he said that before in an interview. This makes me think that there's a version of this game out there where we got a Resident Evil Requiem with just Leon as a horror game. Okay, completely different games with Grace and Leon. Similar to RE2 and 7. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Roundhouse kick. Oh!
アクションも楽しめるサバイバルホラー、レオンにふさわしい体験が作れてるんじゃないかなとは思ってて、グレースのホラーとそのレオンのアクション、2つこう。
Oh, okay. I mean, we kind of knew that when Jeff Keighley showed the trailer at the Game Awards that one side was going to be action, the other side was going to be survival horror. But that's going to be really interesting to kind of jump between. Or imagine you're doing something horror related, like running from this thing, and then I don't know how many chapters the game would be, and then a certain amount later you end up like switching to like high octane action. You're like you're shooting fools and roundhouse kicking them. That's gonna be cool. Tension and release.
緊張して静かなペースで進むグレースのゲームプレイと
Right.
発散してダイナミックに激しい
Yeah, he's saying it again. Like that's. Oh!
その緊張と弛緩っていう
Dang, yo, that was sick. Anime. You see that movement? I can't be rewinding it. I just gotta let it go.
としてパートを最適に配置する、まあ、こういう意図で構成してますね。
Oh! Lord. Oh, I caught a glimpse of the UI there in the bottom right. I think that was Axe.
レオンとグレース2人とも主人公なんですけども、ストーリーとしては基本的には一つ。ストーリーの中でプレイヤーキャラがグレースになるパートがあって、
we've seen this before.
またレオンがプレイするパートがあると、まあ、そういう構成になってますね。バイオ6の後のレオンの続きですけど、まあ、レオンはレクイエムの段階でも DSO のエージェント。
Interesting that they say post Resident Evil 6 and not like post Resident Evil 8. I guess it's because that's the last game that Leon was in. But then that also makes me wonder if Capcom considers the movies and other Resident Evil stuff that isn't specifically the games like canon. Because I don't like any of that other stuff. If it's not in the games, I'm not feeling it.
おそらく彼今回過去一追い詰められることになると思うんで、まあ、その辺も注目してほしいなと思います。
Okay, cool. A new breed of infected. All right, what's the virus up to this
今回
time?
のゾンビは生前のその人の特徴っていうのを引き継いでいるゾンビが
Whoa! They retain characteristics from when they were alive?
例えばこの館の中で掃除係の人がいるんですけども、その人はゾンビになってもひたすらこう屋敷をきれいにしようとね掃除を続けてるんですよ。このようにいろんなこう生前の行動に執着するゾンビがいて、ゲームでは彼らの行動
Yo, this is crazy. I thought they were just shambling around. They're still doing things as though they're alive.
掃除を続けてるんですよ。このようにいろんなこう 生前の行動に執着するゾンビがいて、
Turn the
ゲ
lights
ームで
off.
は彼らの行動を観察して、うまくかわすのに
You can definitely dodge or take them down. Okay, so this is going to be some Grace stuff. In that, my guess already is that because with Leon, you're probably going to have a bunch of weapons and like shooting fools and, you know, hacking them with the axe. But with Grace, you probably aren't going to have a whole lot of weapons, so you're probably going to want to utilize their behaviors against them.
倒すのに使うと、こういったことができるようになってます。
Two styles of gameplay. Okay, here we go.
I think I want a second opinion.
レオンのゲームプレイは圧倒的な緊張感のある戦闘。
Tense
ある方
combat.
から進化した
Dang, he is getting pumped full of bullets.
トマホークという斧を装備しており、それによるパリができます。
Sharpen.
シューティング
Oh, in the bottom right. Okay, so hold
トマ
on.
ホークという斧を装備しており、それによるパリができます。
Oh, so that drains your resource when you parry something. Oh, okay. So then it's okay. So you probably can't even use it when it's like this.
シューティングっていうのが中心になっている
Focuses on shooting.
さらに洗練された
Oh,
に
cry.
も力を入れてます。
That was sick. Run it back.
でさらに洗練
Yo, hit him with the Dante? Jackpot.
されたガンプラここにも力を入れてますね。また V を狙って
Specific parts and finish them off with melee attacks. Okay. So this is a lot like Resident Evil
敵が
4.
持っていた武器を奪って利用する。
Okay, so that might be how you preserve ammo. Oh.
武器をどの部位を撃つのか、またどうやって倒すのか、こういった戦略を立てるのが面白さであり、それがうまくいった時に
Jeez.
さらにこうカタルシスが倍増。
Damn, son.
そういったゲームプレイになっています。
Trying to read and watch at the same time. Ooh, roundhouse kick. Ooh. Dang. I think in Resident Evil 4, you could, if you did something like this, you could just run up, roundhouse kick this guy, and I think it would hit all three of them. Second dude with a chainsaw, by the way. But it does, hold on, does it? Oh yeah, it does knock this guy back a little bit, and he hits him with the Alex. Yikes.
グレースのゲームプレイは閉鎖空間の中
Close
を
spaces.
投資弾薬
Okay, so there it is. Scarce ammo.
その中をもう恐る恐る
Yeah,
考え
stick
ながら
around
動くっていう
and think
の
about
が
every
面
step you
白
take.
さだと思ってるんですけども、グレースでは敵を倒すべきか逃げるのか、そこの判断も非常に重要になってきています。なので、レクイエムでは
Okay, so yeah.
手段を用意しています。それほど重火器いっぱい出てくるわけではないんですけども、一つこう象徴的な武器としてレクイエムというそのままタイトルを名を冠した武器ができます。
That's the
こ
gun.
の
That's a
大
huge
貢献
gun.
は弾数ほどないんですけど、構造という時にグレースを救ってくれる頼りになる武器になってます。
Wait, does this gun only have one bullet in
ない
it?
んですけど、構造という時
That's not good.
にグレースを救ってくれる。
But it's okay. It's the pinch hitter that can get Grace out of tight spot. Okay, so they probably want you to flee as Grace, which makes me also think I don't know if Grace and Leon are going to be in the same buildings, because it makes me think that with Grace's areas, they're probably going to be wide or like big open spaces so that you can kind of get around enemies, but then use the gun like in a pinch. But with Leon's areas, they're probably going to be closer to RE4, I suppose, where they won't be necessarily be tighter, but they will be designed in a way to where you're encouraged to use your weapons in melee. One bullet.
実はクラフト要素も少しひねりを入れてまして、そのアンポルを作るためには感染したゾンビの血が必要にな
You
り
need to use infected
クラフト
blood.
のリソースになる血
Since
ってい
crafting
うの
requires
つまり
blood.
敵を倒すのに
Wait, what was that? Hold on. In order to create specialized injectors, you'll need to use infected blood. She's missing a hand.
必要になります。
Infected blood 70.
クラフトのリソ
You
ー
already
ス
have
の
90.
血っていうのをつまり敵を倒すのにもまた
That means you'll have to take down enemies.
意味があると。
Huh?
そういう
I don't know if I'm following. We've incorporated and expanded on various elements to make the gameplay more akin to Resident Evil 2. Okay. What?
意味でより RS スタイルのゲーム
You can put blood in the handgun ammo? Wait, no. That's not right. The injector. Okay, and then you put the blood in that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you put the blood in that, and then it creates this injector thing. Okay. Oh, you hit this guy with it? Whoa.
That's too effective.
Okay, so it's just another... Okay, so this might be something that you would use instead of using a gun. Like in this instance, I don't know how you would get around this guy. Like, this might be the tutorial for using the injector. Because if you don't have a gun and you just try to run past him, I guess you could. But it seems like it wants you to use it, so...
That's too effective.
Oh, wow.
A variety of gameplay options have also been added to this title. Players can switch between 2 camera perspectives.
Okay, we knew that. Oh, did you see that? Oh, you can even change. Okay, yeah, I guess you showed it. I was saying, did you see that? In maybe I'm misseeing this. Hold on, let me see it again. It looked like in this shot, Grace's hands were not trembling, really, but in the third person view, because she's walking, you can kind of see her hands shaking, probably out of fear.
Players can switch between 2 camera perspectives.
Yeah, and Leon's isn't shaking at all. Steady hands over here. Whoa, and they're fighting the same enemy. What? No, that must be like a demo thing. There's no way that you can... Well, maybe. I was gonna say, there's no way you'd encounter the exact same scenario with both characters. I think this is probably just for demo purposes.
Switch between 2 camera perspectives.
That's gotta be.
And these can be changed at any time during the game.
Anytime, huh?
Multiple difficulties are also available. New players can enjoy casual mode and use aim assist to take down zombies with more ease. But if you choose standard classic, ink ribbons will be needed to save the game when playing as Grace.
Oh, okay, the survival horror stuff.
This mode is recommended for those who enjoy a tense atmosphere.
Ink ribbons. Typewriter? It's funny, because when you think about a typewriter, you think about how there's no more floppy disks, right? People say that. There's no more floppy disks, so like it's an antiquated way to describe saving something. But in Resident Evil, they're still rocking the typewriters, and there's no way that that's in 1990. So whatever building they're in, and I'm going way too far into the lore here, whatever building they're in where there's typewriters, it must be old. Oh, here we go. We're back for some story stuff. What is
これも
Elpis?
ねまだお伝えしてるんですけど、実はレオンにはある秘密があって、そことも関わってくる要素だったり、グレースのお母さん。
Oh, hold on. Information. Can we get anything out of this?
ことも関わってくる。
I'm not going to be one of those breakdown channels. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can go with here.
要素だったり、グレースの
I mean, there's no way they're going to give anything heavy away. Hold up. White House Chief of Staff from... To the White House Chief of Staff, we don't know the name of the person. From, we don't know the name. Security clearance, level 9, top secret. I wonder if that's maybe how Leon gets access to this. Raccoon City is... Blah, blah, for the sake of Elpis. Is that what it says? For the sake of Elpis? My eyes. For the sake of Elpis. Commence. Oh! Well, I mean, there's so much that's, like, blacked out here. But we can probably gather... No dates, huh? Alright. We can probably gather this. This is probably to the White House Chief of Staff. Maybe this is about bombing Raccoon City. Because if you don't, something will happen with Elpis. So, like, you gotta nuke the city. So, if that's correct, and there's no way that Capcom's gonna just give this away in some showcase trailer thing. But if that's the case, if that's one of the big reveals, then it kind of recontextualizes Resident Evil 3, because you're thinking, oh man, we can't contain this virus, we gotta just blow up the city, quarantine everything, and just nuke it, right? That's it. But this might be adding more context to, well, yes, we did want to do that because, you know, we didn't know if we could contain this, but then also we needed to do it because we needed to preserve Elpis.
そこにも関わる非常に重要なものになっているので、この辺のね。
Oh, here we go.
その
Which makes me, okay, so I had a theory. I never shared this online, but I had a theory that I thought Elpis was what everybody was infected with in the game. Like all the people that you're fighting that can talk, when they're like, rah, 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 those guys, I thought they were all infected with Elpis. And Gideon was infected with Elpis as well. But maybe that's not the case now.
などをプレイしてぜひ解き明かしていってもらえればなと思います。
Bad news.
バイオハザードレクイエム、まだまだ言いたいこと本当にキリがないんで、発売まで引き続き注目していただければと思います。
Okay. Okay, was that it? Oh, we're at the end. I think that's it.
Why did you kidnap me?
Kidnap you? I liberated you.
Oh, the way he said that?
Kidnap you. I liberated you.
Damn, he looks horrible. They're going to show him without that contraption on his face, and he's going to look even way worse. He already looks pretty bad. But I thought he was just going to be infected with Elpis. But liberated, that's an interesting word to use. There's no way he's going to be a good guy. He just might be a typical bad guy. They could Jack Baker him, where you end up finding out later that, you know, he was controlled or something, you know, but I think he's just be like a typical bad guy. It makes me think, I think there's a shot in one of the trailers where he is with other scientists, so maybe they're experimenting with Elpis, and it kind of gets out of hand, and then everybody gets infected. And when everybody's infected, he finds out that Alyssa Ashcroft's daughter, Grace, maybe there's something in her blood that will allow them to fix themselves. But I don't know. That'd be too like obvious of a story thing.
I think I want a second opinion.
Ooh, roundhouse kick. Yikes. Oh.
What is happening here?
Dang. Oh, so she does have a knife. Damn, that was a gruesome ass shot. Did you see that fucking shit? All right, hold on. Are we gonna get there? Oh. Okay, so so you have the injection, you have the gun, you have just running from these fools, and then you also have some sort of tool like a knife where if they get you, you can just, you know, get on me, bitch.
I'll keep our friends busy.
Oh. Man, they must have some really soft skin, or Leon's like crazy strong, or it's just a fantasy game. Because he hit this dude horizontal in the head like that, and like a huge part of his head popped off. Dude, what in the world? I don't even know what to say about this. And it talks, dude. That's right. The fucking things can talk.
I'll keep our friends busy.
That is horrifying. She's gonna, so at the very least, I don't know how long this sequence, oh, that is gross. I can get off the screen. This is potentially the third enemy now that you'll have to run away from as Grace. Because we know that you're gonna have to run from the monster. And then Leon probably shows up and shoots it, and then you move on with the game. The second character might be, was it Victor Gideon? I think it might be him that you have to flee. Because there's a scene in the second trailer that they showed in the Game Awards where he's like, the way that they showed her hiding versus him coming through the door made me think like, oh man, you're gonna have to run away from this guy. And then I guess now this. Yikes, dude. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's the showcase. Wow. I mean, it wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be. I still liked it. Seeing some of the gameplay stuff, the axe, it has a meter that you have to manage. It's not just going to be shooting. You're going to have to be like probably a combination to preserve ammo of popping fools in the kneecaps and then running up and roundhouse kicking them, the classic. Navigating around enemies. And there was that one guy that was hitting the light. So you might have to like hit the light, or maybe there'll be a little bit of alien isolation where you can get objects to like distract the infected so that you can then get around because, you know, you don't want to use your injections, or you don't want to use your resources like your gun. Like maybe you only have one bullet. So I think this is it too. Like I don't think that we're going to get anything else. I know that this guy said a little bit earlier in the presentation, like, oh, there's still much more I want to share. But I don't know. It's a little under. a month away. So I think this is it. I think we've got our pre-order information. If you want a car, you can go get one from Porsche, I guess. And there's watches you can get, pre-order stuff. So yeah, Resident Evil Requiem. Here it is. So that's going to do it for me. I liked it. I kind of was expecting a little bit more. I think this didn't have to be like a whole showcase. It just could have been a dropped video, but it is what it is. But that's it for me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.